Record.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Masterpiece Lounge. I am your hostess, certified life coach, author, and speaker, Chrisnatha. And I'm excited to be back with another segment. So, if you are someone who usually tunes in, I want to say welcome back to you. We have another incredible segment in store. And if this is your first time, welcome. This is our safe space, our little corner of the internet where we have insightful conversations to help propel our personal and professional life forward. And today is no different. And so I'm super excited that you are here with us today. And so get cozy, get comfortable. And I'll give you a minute to say hello down in the chat. Let us know where you're tuning in from. We have viewers from all over the world. So go ahead and say hello. Then I'm going to give you another moment to share this with your network. I believe it's going to be truly a blessing and super beneficial, and you'll be able to have some nuggets you can apply starting today. So you've already seen the title. Today, we're going to be talking about our well-being. We're going to talk about how to have a more balanced life, as well as making sure our well-being is a priority. I know that we are living in a culture of hustle and bustle and getting it done, getting the bag. All of that's cool, but we want to make sure that we are inviting ease into our lives, that we are prioritizing our mental health, our physical, spiritual, emotional health, right? That we are taking a beat, that we're resting when we need to, and that we are making sure that we are not wearing ourselves thin, okay? I don't know if balance is really a real thing, if you can really have balance equally in all areas of your life, probably not. I'm sure that that's usually a bit uneven somewhere, but we can always strive to be better, do better, and to give different areas of our lives the attention it needs and the effort and time that it needs as well. Okay, so let's just jump right in. I'm going to be sharing some tips and strategies on what you can start doing to help having a more balanced life, as well as making sure your well-being is a priority. Because I want you to remember that you are a priority. Okay, you are a priority. Therefore, you need to take care of yourself. Number one for all my note takers is prioritize self-care. Prioritize self-care. It is imperative. It is imperative. It is a must. I need you, starting today, to make self-care a non-negotiable. It must become a non-negotiable part of your routine, right? That you take a beat, take a moment. We don't rest because we're tired. We rest so that we don't get tired, right? So this includes getting enough sleep. Okay, I am convicted. I haven't been getting enough sleep lately, but oh, will I be making up for that very soon, right? So get enough rest and eat nutritious meals. Okay, I know sometimes when we're on the run, we're just grabbing things, right? We're just grabbing meals to go. Okay, it happens, right? This is not about perfection, but this is about progress and being intentional. But make sure you are having nutritious meals and engaging in regular exercise. That can look like weightlifting, that can look like cardio, that can look like dancing, joining a class, getting outside, getting some fresh air. You want to make sure that you're moving. Okay, that's important. Number two is set clear boundaries. It's time to set boundaries with yourself, with other people, with your work. Set those boundaries, establish them, protect your time, protect your energy. A lot of times we talk about time management. I don't think we spend enough time talking about energy management. Not only do we need to manage our time, we need to manage that energy as well. So learn to say no to activities or commitments that drain you. It's okay to disappoint others sometimes. If they don't align with your priorities, sometimes you just have to sit that out, and that is okay. So say it with me, everybody. It is okay to say no. It's okay to say no. Number three is to practice mindfulness and presence. I struggled with this for so long. So I want you to begin to cultivate mindfulness by being fully present absolutely 100% present in the moment. I can honestly admit that there were a lot of times where I would be at an event, at an engagement, in a moment where I should be enjoying it and creating memories, but instead I was worried about what my to-do list was going to be for the following day. Just thinking about when I get home and then when I leave here, I have to do X, Y, and Z. But I wasn't enjoying myself. I wasn't present, or I was scrolling on my phone, right? So now I make it a priority to put my phone away. Talk to the people that I'm next to, right? Spend time, create memories, be present, right? So engage in activities with your full attention, whether it's work, spending time with loved ones, friends, or enjoying a hobby that you like, right? You want to make sure that you're present. It is a memory. You're creating a memory. Number 4 is to maintain a well-balanced diet. Eat a variety of things, right? Nutritious meals, like we mentioned before. What is that exactly? Well, that's food that support your physical health, right? You want to make sure that you're getting what you need, that you're getting your veggies, you're getting your fruits, your veggies. We all have different dietary restrictions, and so eat accordingly, right? But focus on whole foods, limit processed and sugary items. I'm not saying completely eliminate it whatsoever, right? You decide, but at least limit it. It will make a difference. You will feel better. You will feel better. You'll have more energy. Number 5, stay active and exercise regularly. I am not necessarily a gym girl. I go here and there, but I don't love it, right? But that doesn't mean that I can't stay active and keep moving, right? So what do I like? I like music, right? So incorporate physical activity into your routine, whatever that looks like for you. And you can try different things to see what you like, but find activities that you enjoy, whether it's yoga, jogging, dancing, any form of exercise that brings you joy. And listen, don't discount taking a walk. For some of us, we may feel like, well, I'm not in the gym, I'm not lifting weights, I'm not doing all of this stuff that other people are doing. Even you taking walks, that's still activity, and that's still good. So don't compare yourself to anyone. And the goal is to just get moving. Okay. Number 6 is nurture your spiritual well-being. Nurture your spiritual well-being. With everything going on in the world and in life, it is important that we have a spiritual grounding, right? So engage in your spiritual practices that resonate with you. For me, it's prayer. It's prayer. It's prayer. A prayer life is necessary for my sanity, right? And so prayer, meditation, attending church services, Bible studies, right? Life groups, spending time in nature, journaling. This can provide a sense of purpose and inner peace. And trust me, we definitely need that. Number 7 is cultivate positive relationships. I don't know about you, but I just want to be around people that are good for my soul, I can laugh with, and that they have grace for my humanity. I don't always have to be on, right? I get to be my full self. And that is important, a safe space, right? So surround yourself with supportive and uplifting people, people that are honest with you, people that push you to be better, but also encourage you. I have amazing people in my life who pray for me, make me laugh, and challenge me to grow, right? So foster meaningful connections with family, friends, colleagues, whoever it is that contributes positively to your well-being. That's very important. And we do need community. So do not isolate yourself. We weren't meant to do this journey alone. Number 8 is practice gratitude and positivity. I will say this again, be grateful. Be grateful. Regularly express gratitude for the blessings in your life. The fact that you woke up today is a blessing. The fact that you are in your right mind is a blessing. The fact that you have somebody, even if it's one person, that cares about you, that's a blessing. You are healthy in your body, you're able to work and provide for your family. That is a blessing. And so if that's all we have more than enough. And God, we thank you. We thank you. Number 9, allocate time for hobbies and leisure activities. I need you to actively, for all of my planners, right? that live by your Google Calendar or your calendars, right? Actively make time for the things that you care about. And so literally go in your calendar now, block off, literally go block off time for things that you like to do. Maybe you want to go see a movie. You just want to go to happy hour. You found an amazing brunch spot that you want to try. Block out time. If it has to go on your calendar for it to happen, then put it on the calendar. But you need to allocate time for hobbies and leisure activities. So, have you guys ever talked to an old friend or someone you haven't seen in a while, and you guys say, "Hey, it's been a while. We have to get together," right? And you both in the conversation. Nobody pulls out their phone and say, "You know what, while I have you here, what are you doing on XYZ day?" Right? You sometimes you got to lock it in, because if it's not on the calendar, you'll go another 6 weeks or 2 months without seeing each other. So if you are all about your schedule, lock it in. So allocate time for hobbies. What do you like to do? What makes you happy? Is it painting? Is it music? Do you love going to the museums? You love nature? What do you like to do? Look up activities happening in your community, in your city, that you can enjoy by yourself or with friends or a loved one, right? But do little things that bring you peace, right? Um, some of us may like to garden, right? That might be a hobby. Some of us may like to just really read a nice book. And with the weather changing and shifting, it's nice. Definitely a nice time to cozy up to a new book, right? So do some things that really bring you happiness, things you love that contributes to your overall well-being. Number 10 is to manage your stress effectively. So I'm going to ask you this, and this is a personal question. How are you managing your stress? We know that stress is going to come, right? We can avoid some of it, but stress will come, right? Moments of tension and just some stress. How will you approach that? How will you manage that? What are some tools you have in place to pull out of your toolbox when a stressful moment arises, right? So develop stress management techniques. I know personally, I love deep breathing. It has helped me so much. So deep breathing is one. I do deep breathing exercises. Maybe you can try meditations. For some people, they like to journal, or even engaging in relaxation practices, and those can look very differently. And so the main key here is to make sure that you have techniques in place to manage the stress, because it will come. And so we want to make sure that you have a plan when it does. Number 11 is to seek professional support when needed. Nothing is wrong or weak about needing therapy, needing someone to talk to, um, reaching out to healthcare professionals, even hiring a coach, right? Hey, I need a life coach. I don't know what the next steps are, and I need help figuring that out. So if you need a coach, hire one, whether it's a life coach, a financial coach, right? A business coach, whatever it is, seek it out. Coaches are in place for a reason. Mentors are in place for a reason. Professionals are in place for a reason. So please reach out. Once again, that is part of your support network, right? So seek out help when necessary for your mental, emotional challenges. If you need to get with your spiritual leaders, right? Whatever you need to do, reach out, say something, speak up. Seeking support is a sign of strength. Seeking support is a sign of strength. Number 12 is to practice continuous learning and growth. I absolutely love learning through podcasts, books, watching sermons and talks, right? Online, absolutely love them. So that's something to consider as well. And lastly, regularly evaluating and adjusting your priorities. Sometimes what was super important a year ago isn't as important now. And so it's important to always revisit, your priorities, and just to reevaluate. Is this still important? Is this still number one for me? Do I need to move this down? Do I need to readjust what's priority, or just the order of priority for my life and for my business and for my well-being, right? What does that look like? So reflect on your goals, because they change over time. Reflect on your priorities. Do this on a regular basis. Adjust your commitments. It's okay to commit to something a year, 2 years ago, and that no longer being a priority or something that's part of your schedule, that's okay. So adjust your commitments, adjust your activities to align with what truly matters to you and what makes sense in this season of your life. Achieving balance is a huge process. It requires attention on a regular basis. So I want to make sure that we are really actively paying attention to us. Okay. And it requires adjustment. Adjust, align, refocus, but most importantly, take care of yourself. And so I hope with all of these tips today that you were able to really um, find a few things that you really were able to say, hey, you know what? I could do that differently. I could do that better. I could give that some more attention and start to make those changes necessary. Why? Because you are a priority and your well-being is extremely important. It should be very high on the priority list. All right. So that's all I have for you today. And thank you for hanging out with me in the Masterpiece Lounge. And I will see you next time, same place, same time next week. Let's connect on all social media platforms at Chrisnatha everywhere. And until then, be well. Take care.